Welcome in to another edition of Hawks Nest. I'm Clay Harrell, and today we have a lot of things on the slate. I'm joined by Eric Holzbauer and Owen Carando, and being that we're a SEMO sports show, today we have the SEMO football schedule's been announced. I'm going to take a look at three big games on the schedule. February 21st, the season begins, like in the spring. They play against Murray State. March 14th, they get the rematch with Austin Peay. Both teams finished tied for first in the OVC last year. And then March 21st, you go to Jacksonville State, which would be a pretty big game always every time you go down to play them. But also, the war for the wheel gets pushed back to October 30th. So you got to wait an extra week to beat Carbondale by 60, but it'll happen. I mean, just one more week, delaying the inevitable. Give them an extra week of practice, I guess, is what it was.
Right,
No, but in all seriousness, that game did get pushed back. I think some COVID cases over on the CMO side. So October 30th is a new date for that, but if we look at the big sports world, the Lakers are one win away from winning the finals. Owen, you're my NBA expert, so what goes on tonight in Game 5?
Well, when you look at it, the Lakers are wearing the Mamba jerseys, and they're 4-0 this postseason when they wear those jerseys, so I think it's almost guaranteed that they win this game tonight.
So the Heat are winning the game tonight. And if I didn't have like three other bad takes before this, I would say Heat in 7, but I need to redeem myself. So it's going to be Lakers in 6. Unfortunately, I'm not happy about it. Owen, you're pretty confident they get it done tonight. So do you have a Finals MVP pick? I think it's going to be LeBron or AD, but is one of them to you maybe stood out more?
I think AD has stood out to me more personally than LeBron. He's just been having a monster series. I think he's still at 100% free-throw percentage shooting-wise, so...
Yeah, I agree. I agree 100% with you there. I think AD wins his Finals MVP, and I don't know if they give it to LeBron. Obviously he's LeBron, so I think just the magnitude of what he carries, like on the court, and like the threat that he is, it probably would make some sense in that. But the series AD's had has been pretty monster. But you got the NBA Finals now wrapping up, so we're getting down to only one postseason once they're ending, and that's the MLB. Eric, clearly by the hat, you were an Astros fan.
Yes.
Are you hoping you see the Astros play the Yankees or the Rays in the LCS?
I'd like to see against the Yankees, because it's kind of how the Yankees are just saying they're like, we don't like the Astros for what they did to us back in, I think it was 18 or 17. So they want to seek revenge. It's going to be a really heated series, I believe.
Owen, Yankees or Rays tonight? Who wins Game 5 and moves on?
I'm going to go with the Rays in Game 5. I'm not sure who they got on the mound.
They got
but the Rays.
Glasnow he's pitching on 2 days rest, but he's probably only going to go 2 or 3 innings.
So if they get out there, if he throws those 3 scoreless innings and they get out to a hot start, Randy Rosarena's been hot.
Cardinals legend.
Don't forget about Luke Voigt either.
Yeah, the Cardinals, if you look at all these teams in the playoffs, the Cardinals pretty much created this monster.
Yes.
But I'm going to go, I want the Yankees to win just for like the poetic Yankees-Astros LCS, and then I guess the Astros would probably have to win so I could get this Astros and Dodgers World Series. But if you look at the NLCS, the Braves are tough, man. Their pitching has been lights out. Oh, and do you see Ian Anderson maybe crumbling in the pressure of the LCS here? Or do you think he continues to lead that staff?
I watched the start he had against, who was it? I want to say it was the Marlins, and it was just electric. He's just so calm out there. He has just a great presence on the mound and keeps everything under control. But, you got a high, potent offense with the LA Dodgers, but the Braves pitching has been on par right now. They have not allowed a lot of runs this postseason, so.
I'd be wrong to not mention Max Fried as also being one of the aces of that staff. But losing Mike Soroka, could you imagine if the Braves had Soroka still in this rotation?
They'd be even more deadly right now, I believe.
Like they have, 6 games played and 5 shutouts, right?
Yes.
Could you, imagine. The Reds didn't get anything going. The Marlins got something going, but the Braves look like a team that your pitching's hot at the right time, and obviously the Dodgers' bats are in pretty good shape as well, but it could be an interesting series.
You can't forget about the Braves bats either. You have Freeman and Acuna. Dansby Swanson has been hot.
Marcell Ozuna, Cardinals legend.
Travis d'Arnaud has also been really
D'Arnaud's
hot
been on
there
fire.
behind the plate for them. So
Eric, give me your series prediction for the Braves and Dodgers.
I feel like it's going to be, I believe, Braves in 6.
Braves in 6. Owen?
I believe it's going to be Braves in 6-2. It's going to be a long series, I believe.
It's going to be a pitching series.
There's going to be a lot of scoring.
Well, I'm going to go Dodgers in 7 then, just to spite you guys, so at least one of us can be right about something. I think the Dodgers is 7, though. I think Mookie Betts and Cody Bellinger, you saw the catch he had on Tatis. Bellinger's a guy that just does it all for them. I think the Padres, though, speaking of Tatis, they'll be back.
Said they'll definitely be back. With that young team, they still got Mackenzie Gore coming up, and, their farm system's like unbelievable.
So I mentioned the Bellinger catch. Would you guys agree that that might be one of the better catches in postseason history? I mean, obviously, it goes back a long time, but would you agree?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Eric?
I mean, look at-
So I believe, like, as how he originally got turned around, like, as like the adjustments he had to make just to make that catch, it was like phenomenal. Like, he had to recover because he was pretty much turned the opposite direction, then face the other way and track that ball and go up for it. Like, that's phenomenal.
Well, a Dodgers fans, probably their favorite sports moment, if I had to bet, because that turned the tide of that game. Owen, you're a Carolina Panthers fan. I mean, your teams are pretty local here in St. Louis. Panthers fan. What's your favorite sports moment from your entire sports life?
I'm gonna have to say Game 6 is the 2011 World Series hero David Freese hits a home run in the ninth to tie it, and then it's another home
Triple in the
the
ninth,
triple
right?
in the
Yeah.
ninth, yeah, the triple in the ninth to tie it, and the home run in the 11th to win it. I just love that moment, and it was a big moment for me as a kid watching Cardinals baseball.
Eric?
I feel like back in the day, the home run race in 1998, I was 8 years old when it happened. Like, that sparked my love for baseball after seeing Mark McGwire and Sammy Sosa going after that Roger Maris home run record. Like, after the strike in 94, like, baseball was dead.
Yeah.
But, like, with that, it sparked my love for baseball. Like, I started playing more and starting to, like, follow it more. Like, that's what made me love baseball, is that because of that.
For mine, I think it's the Blues winning the Cup. So Doug Armstrong, if you're watching, and when you watch this, please re-sign Alex Pietrangelo. 7 years, $56 million. You heard it here first. The Blues keep Pietrangelo. I mean, it's just inevitable. I have sources that are just blowing up my phone all day to tell me that Pietrangelo's staying with the Blues. Owen, do you think it happens?
I'm gonna go with yes.
That's it? Just one simple word.
Just one simple word.
All right.
Yes.
Well, thank you everybody for watching another episode of Hawks Nest. Be sure to tune in next week when we take you on another journey through the sports world. Have a great day.